Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon.
And thanks so much for joining us for News Now at noon on this Friday. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Now at noon, the woman charged in bust-die man Wilfredo Colon Rodriguez's death will appear in court next month.
Plus, plans for this year's Chautauqua County Fair are underway. But first, we get a check of your forecast.
Dakota is not here. Justin, you're here.
I am filling in. Just give me a second to get to the weather wall.
You always got to give him that second, and I love it.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. Let's take a live look here at the HD News Now cam. Really, it looks like it's a still image. It's almost like we kind of snapped a photograph out there. The clouds are moving nice and slowly, and the flag is at a complete standstill here in downtown Jamestown. A little chilly, though. Feels like 27 degrees when you factor in that south wind of 8 miles an hour. 34 degrees is being read at the Jamestown Airport, and things are really on the warm-up for today. The big story is the sunshine. 42 is expected where we'll be at 1 o'clock right after the show here, topping out around 43 degrees. Temps do fall down, obviously, into tonight. We'll bottom out around 36 degrees here around 7 o'clock. And you could catch a little bit of the moon as well. It is a crescent out there, so you should be able to see that tonight. Coming up in just a bit, Matt, we'll have a full look at our forecast, talking about even more sunshine for our Saturday and what we can expect next week. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain factor as well right here after the news. Back to you, Matt.
Alrighty, Justin, good job. 73-year-old Mary Lou Johnson of Bust-Die will appear in Cattaraugus County Court later this month for a Huntley hearing. Johnson was arrested and charged in connection with the death of Bust-Die man Wilfredo Colon Rodriguez. That was last April when he passed away. Johnson faces numerous charges, including manslaughter and vehicular manslaughter. Rodriguez's body was found on Swanson Hill Road in Randolph back in April. He was previously reported missing to the Lakewood Bust-Die Police Department. And Justin, just to remind folks, a Huntley hearing deals with the admissibility of statements made to police.
Absolutely, and we'll continue to provide coverage of that on WNYNewsNow.com and right here on the air. I know that'll be a pretty busy week for us with the Young trial also taking place then, but certainly good reporting either way. Well, town of Ellicott police responded to a reported domestic dispute last night in the village of Falconer. Following that dispute, 41-year-old Christopher Rock faces 2 counts of harassment, endangering the welfare of a child, resisting arrest, and felony criminal mischief. Rock was remanded to Chautauqua County Jail. He'll appear in the town of Ellicott court at a later date. Strangely, no other details were released about this incident.
Congressman Tom Reed recently spoke with reporters. Reed says finding similarities will be key to continuing the building part of the economy here in Chautauqua County and throughout the district.
Well, we can continue to find that common ground and working early in a proactive way. So you've seen successes of that, such as the Comedy Center, where we've aligned folks in regards to tax credits at the federal level and partnered at the local level to see growth like that.
Now, Reed says overall that Congress can use the Opportunity Tax Credit and other legislation to support entrepreneurship and innovators. Reed adds that Congress should continue to work with businesses such as Cummins to ensure that they make sure markets are made available or accessible.
And it's only January, but plans for the 2019 Chautauqua County Fair are already underway. In what is a year-round process, Fair Board President Dave Wilson told WNY News Now today that this year's focus is on improving some of the animal structures at the fair.
Received a couple of grants from New York State Ag and Markets. I know we're going to repaint the very first open class dairy barn. That's going to get a new inside paint job. Going to be a bright white, new light. That barn has always been a little dull and dingy. I know the hog barn is going to get a new floor. We're going to pour pour a new concrete floor here probably this spring.
Now, Wilson will attend the state conference for fairs in February and said that when more presentations, that's when more presentations will be finalized. Geographically, he said it's hard to attract people to our fair, but reasonable ticket prices seem to keep the event pretty popular with local residents. Wilson said fair officials pride themselves on keeping it a family-friendly event. Now, lending bigger name entertainers is also pretty difficult, he said, because the fair does not have a covered pavilion and people sometimes hesitate to buy tickets based on weather concerns. The fair hangs its hat on motorsports events, Wilson said, adding, if it makes noise, people tend to come to Dunkirk. The fair opens on July 15th.
No, Justin, you had a chance, it was last year, right? Or the year before to visit the fair.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago where we partnered with the county fair to kind of show off some of the really cool stuff that they have available. And, hopefully this year we'll get another chance to get down there and really check it out. Because they are making some really good changes, which is pretty cool for a lot of folks.
I think we need to take a field trip up there.
Yeah, we should.
But I won't be bald this time. I was bald, almost.
You were almost bald. I like you with hair, buddy.
Yeah.
I hate to say, tell you what to wear, but I really like you with hair.
Well, I think what we do is we need to do a poll. And maybe create, should we do 4 options of hairstyles for both of us? No, seriously.
I don't know. I think I'd get in trouble with a certain someone if my hair was too.
Well, do they view us?
Short
do they view us?
They do.
Well, tell them to vote.
I suppose they can vote. I suppose they can.
That's the great part about this country. Let's vote.
Let's vote. Let's vote. Lots of voting going on in Congress as well. They recently passed a bill that could lead to the reopening of the federal government. We'll have details on that in just a bit.
And later, just when you started feeling good about your New Year's resolution to lose weight, the Girl Scouts start selling those cookies. And they have a new temptation this year, like I'm tempted now. The story coming up.
You're watching WNY News Now. This is News Now at noon.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, enter their 30-day challenge, where for only $69, you get 30 days of unlimited everything. That's right, everything, along with 2 one-on-one personal training sessions. Then, if you lose 10 pounds, you'll get the next month free. Plus, the first place winner will get 2 Buffalo Bills tickets or a $100 gift card. Details right now on the Fitness Bunker's Facebook page.
Democrats will be offering the Senate Republican appropriations legislation to reopen government later today.
And that's the newly elected House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The balance of power has shifted in this new Congress. A Democrat-controlled House passed legislation to reopen the government on Thursday. Natasha Chen has much more force. She's standing by at the Capitol right now. Hey, Natasha.
7 Republicans joined Democrats in passing a series of spending bills attempting to reopen federal agencies affected by the shutdown. There was also a separate stopgap measure passed by the House to temporarily fund Homeland Security without dealing with the border wall just yet. But President Trump says that's not something he can accept. Nancy Pelosi now holds the third highest position in government as the 63rd Speaker of the House.
I'm particularly proud to be the woman Speaker of the House of this Congress, which marks the 100th year of women having the right to vote.
But the powerful position doesn't come without its challenges.
We have no illusions that our work will be easy and that all of us in this chamber will always agree.
Washington is now faced with divided government, with Republicans ruling the Senate and Democrats taking control of the House.
That is no excuse for gridlock or inaction.
Pelosi's first day on the job comes in the middle of a partial government shutdown that's gone on almost 2 weeks.
Hopefully we're going to have a lot of things that we can get done together.
The battle is over funding for a wall at the southern border.
We are not doing a wall. So that's it.
House Democrats voted Thursday night on proposals to reopen the government.
The bill is passed.
But the president says he will veto any bill that does not include $5 billion for border wall funding.
Without a wall, you cannot have border security. It won't work.
Senate Republicans say they won't vote on anything until it gets the president's seal of approval. There was no progress made when the 8 top congressional leaders met with President Trump on Wednesday. They are set to meet with him again to see if there can be any resolution to this shutdown. On Capitol Hill, Natasha Chen, back to you.
All right, Natasha, thank you.
The U.S. national debt has reached a new high. The Treasury Department released its latest numbers yesterday, and the department says that at the end of last year, the national debt stood at $21.974 trillion. That's more than $2 trillion higher than when President Trump took office. The debt has bounced up in part because of tax cuts that were passed at the end of 2017. A Republican Congress also drastically cut the corporate tax rate and cut revenue for the Treasury. This all comes as the threat of the national debt ceiling looms. The congressional imposed cap kicks back in on March. That severely limits the ability of the Treasury Department to borrow funding. Now, even if Congress doesn't immediately suspend the cap, the Treasury Department will be able to cover its bills for a short time by moving money around.
Well, does the flu make you feel achy, cold, hot, and just terrible all over your body? Well, it could be a sign of how hard your immune system is working. If you're sick today, stay tuned for this report. Reed Binion explains why you feel so bad when you get the flu.
Every year, people across the U.S. come down with the dreaded flu. For some, it can be bad enough to send you to the hospital, and sometimes it can be deadly. But for most, it's several days of misery at home. From a fever and coughing to a sore throat and muscle aches, it can seem like the virus is attacking our entire body. But that isn't really the case. Researchers at the University of Connecticut School of Medicine say the influenza virus is an infection that just goes after your respiratory tract, your nose, throat, and lungs. It binds to specific cells in your lungs' airways, eventually creating more viral particles to invade more cells. But what's really causing all that coughing and sneezing is your body fighting back. As your T cells locate and attack the infection, it causes a buildup of mucus and swelling in your throat. At the same time, other immune cells in your body are activated and enter your bloodstream to combat the virus. This creates a chain reaction biologically. Headaches, fever, fatigue, muscle soreness, and weakness. So the next time you get the flu and feel terrible, just remember it probably means your body is working hard for you. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
All right, Reed, thank you very much. Do you ever get the flu, Matt? I know we all had a little cold, but I don't think, knock on wood, I haven't gotten the flu in a while.
I usually get it about...
I don't want to get it.
I usually get it about, I would say once or twice a season, and oftentimes I'll get a cold, but usually I just plow through it. You know,
really?
So,
you get the flu once or twice a season?
Well, one major bout, and then
kidding.
a small one.
Yeah.
Usually the major one happens in like October.
A lot of people I know, they don't like the flu shot. Mm-hmm. I get that every year, and it normally works.
Mm-hmm. And here's what happens with me too. When I get the flu real quick, I'm kind of abnormal, so most of my signs will be get a cold, voice stuff.
Right. Like you're
Not,
developing right now.
yeah, not so much, how some people, without getting too personal, some people got to run to the bathroom a lot.
Right.
I thank God that usually doesn't happen with me, but I usually get the other signs.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good for us. We got to get stuff on the site.
Right.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Just like this next story.
Well, get back over here, Justin, because Girl Scout cookie. Alrighty.
I'm staying over here.
You want to miss Girl Scout cookie season? That's fine, because it officially kicked off this week. And there's a new cookie in town. Caramel chocolate chip.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might come back.
Exactly, because the Girl Scouts say that the gluten-free cookie contains rich caramel, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and a hint of sea salt. The other gluten-free offering is Toffee-tastic, which was first introduced back in 2015. They join returning classics such as Thin Mints, S'mores, and my favorite, the Samoas.
You love the Samoas. I love the Samoas too. They're really good. So Girl Scouts are all over the place. I think everybody, you'll see those little darlings walk up to your porch, and you know you're about to break out a hundo.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Do you think, I know Dakota's off today. Well earned.
Of course.
But my question is he eating some Girl Scout cookies, or do you think he's selling them today?
Dakota's probably eating them.
Eating them
probably
today?
Really, really. I would imagine he'd be eating them.
I hope he's eating them.
I hope so.
He deserves it.
He is off, so coming up, I'll be standing by with a look at your forecast, so you won't want to miss that. Good details for this weekend, just to tell you.
And the man who will never get a day off, I swear, no, I'm just kidding, Norm Rodriguez is going to have a look at sports, so stay with us.
You're watching WNY News Now. This is News Now at noon.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Coming soon to downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern. The full-service restaurant will carry a wide array of craft brews, wines, and food pairings to make your taste buds sing. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, including a Sunday brunch buffet. A truly one-of-a-kind experience coming soon.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back to News Now at Noon. Justin Gould in for Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with a look at your forecast. Wanted to start you, though, at Chautauqua Lake. Absolutely beautiful out there. Almost seems like there's not a cloud in the sky. And we'll look at radar in just a bit, and it backs that up. A little bit of ice on the lake today, but some of that's probably going to be melting off as lots of sunshine is going to be moving in with temps into the 40s. So certainly, if you can get out and enjoy it, please do. Here's a live look at First Defense Doppler. Pretty much the whole story nationally is a lot of moisture down to our south, north of Memphis and north of Jacksonville, Florida, up to Virginia Beach. They're experiencing a lot of heavy rain right now, and that's could be causing some problems for some folks down there. But here in western New York, as we zoom in a little bit closer, nothing but ground clutter, if I can say that, is popping up. Obviously some of the windmills up to the north. This little guy Dakota always talks about is the windmill in the North County, the windmill field. So really, things are quiet and sunny for this Friday, and it certainly is going to make a pretty great day, so get out and enjoy it. Tonight will be mostly cloudy as well, keeping that calm temperature trend. You could get out there if you can battle a few clouds. If you do get to see the moon, you could see a crescent moon this evening. A lot cooler, bottom out around 31 degrees with a south wind of 5 to 7 miles per hour. Looking towards our Saturday, it'll be one to remember for this January, with temps in the 40s, 46 here in the city of Jamestown, 45, just a degree cooler as you head out to the east in Olean, a little bit cooler to our friends in the south down there in Warren, Pennsylvania. Otherwise, we'll be mostly sunny throughout much of the day. We could see a light wind around 5 to 9 miles per hour as we head over to the Lake Erie shoreline. 42 in Dunkirk, same temp down in Westfield. A little bit warmer down to Erie. Maybe you take the day and head out there. Some clouds, breaks of sun as you do head towards the lake shoreline with a little bit windier northeast wind, 5 to 13 miles per hour. Here's the next 7 days. On Sunday, things cool down. We could see some sun, but mostly cloudy. 34 degrees, bottom out near 21. On Monday, the snow returns as we head throughout much of the day. We'll see around a 60% chance of that. 36 degrees will be our high. And then into next week, we could see a touch of some freezing rain, depending on the temperature outlook on Tuesday. It looks like we'll be at 41 degrees, but as we head into the overnight, things do cool down, and it pretty much stays in the 30s as we head throughout mid-next week. Norm, with a check of our sports headlines, is next as News Now at noon continues.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going."
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Yes, sports fans, my man Tail is gone, but hey, it's Friday. Welcome back to News Now at noon. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Ryan Keene, a goaltender for the Jamestown Rebels, was named runner-up for the NAHL Goaltender of the Month award for December on Thursday. During last month, Keene went 5-0 in between the pipes, saving more than 95% of shots faced and allowing just more than one goal a game. Keene was edged out by Matt Vernon, a goaltender for the Aberdeen Wings. In other local sports, The Jamestown Jackals have their inter-squad scrimmage at JCC tonight at 7 o'clock. The scrimmage is open to the public. The Buffalo Bills are continuing to trim some dead weight, firing both wide receivers coach Terry Robisky and special teams coordinator Danny Crossman. Buffalo only had one wide receiver get at least a 100-yard receiving game. Robert Foster hit the mark 3 times. The Bills also had the worst-ranked special teams in the 2018 season. The number 1 ranked UConn Huskies women's basketball team's 126-game winning streak was snapped Thursday night after being defeated 68-57 in the hands of the number 8 ranked Baylor Bears. It's the first time the Lady Huskies have lost a game since November 17, 2014, where they lost to the number 6 ranked Stanford Cardinal 88-86 in overtime. UConn will be back in action on Sunday at noon against the Houston Cougars. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All right, Norm, thank you very much. You all right, Matt? You're dying.
Yeah, I forgot my water, but at least as Fletcher Elementary School students, they didn't forget their golden spatula around the cafeteria.
That wasn't a bad segue, let me tell you.
No, because they're not going to prepare pancakes. Oh, I'm going to end up on the blooper reel. Holy cow.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm not the winner, but these students are the winners of an innovative behavior contest. Each day, a classroom at each grade level is chosen due to their excellent behavior in the cafeteria for the special honor of parading around this golden spatula. And a bunch of teachers say it's helping with behavior. So that is good.
Right, absolutely. The school tells us that positive behavior intervention team is supporting this development to try to help kids act normal in the classroom.
Yep.
And they seem to get really excited and clap quite a bit. They tell us that so far everything has been a success as kids tend to look forward to that program. They tally daily scores in that class level, and for much more on this story, you can visit WNYNewsNow.com.
I got too excited.
Yeah, you did. That's okay. So Michael says that he really is enjoying Norm's haircut, or at least he points out that it's quite a haircut. So
I like it.
I like it too. I think Norm Rodriguez looks good pretty much all the time. So I like his old haircut, and I like his new haircut as well.
I like it.
Saying hello to James, in addition to Michael, to Al, to Andrew, to Brenda, to Phil, Heather, to Robbie. Thanks so much for being here with us. Phil says hello. Happy Friday to you, sir. Hello to Al. Hello to James as well. So hopefully everyone's enjoying their day. I think today's probably going to be really sunny. That's pretty much the big story. You look out right now at the HD News Now cam, if we can, control room, and there's that sunshine right there. I mean, it is looking incredible. So please get out, enjoy it if you can today, because let me tell you, it's looking good. Flags flying a little bit now, so if we can take a look at the 7-day forecast as well, which, I don't know why Dakota's other graphics are showing up on there. I tried my best today, folks. So
good job, buddy.
Thank you. Lots more sunshine Saturday, Sunday, on into Monday. Temps stick into the 40s this weekend. Drop down pretty much that middle of the weekend mark, Matt, down into the 30s. And then we kind of get around 40 again on Tuesday. But we could see a potential for freezing rain. Dakota's expected back Monday. We wish his dad really well as he's going through a surgery in Buffalo. Dakota talked about that yesterday. So we wish you very well, Mr. Hunter. And we hope that our Mr. Hunter can return in time for next week.
Yeah, because I may not live through the weekend.
No, Dakota might have to anchor because Matt might not live through the weekend. Say hello to Chris as well. Thanks so much for being here with us. That's going to do it for our TGIF edition. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. WNYNews.com. And if you missed any of the stories that we just talked about here on this broadcast, it loops right here on Facebook Live and then on our 24-hour streaming channel as well. That's on WNYNewsNow.com and soon to be on our brand new app that we announced yesterday. If you missed it, what are you waiting for? Visit WNYNewsNow.com/app and we will have much more on that. Here's a look at the Chautauqua Lake Cam review with that. Have a great day.